The Little League Softball World Series rolls on. Game 2 of 4 today. Opening day in the Central Region on the road to Greenville, North Carolina. State champions from Indiana, Floyd Dobbs Little League, and the state champs of Iowa from Polk City will do battle in this 6-inning game to commence momentarily. 9 teams are a part of this double elimination format. Ages 10 to 12 to play, with a few exceptions at age 13. 6-inning game unless we play extras, 60-foot diamond and minimum mandatory play. Earlier today, Chloe Kearns was terrific for Illinois, striking out 11, one in every inning, and getting this ground ball out at the end of it to win the game by a score of 1-0 over Nebraska. So Illinois moving on to tomorrow's winners bracket. Nebraska still alive onto the losers bracket. Floyd Dobbs is no stranger to this tournament, and now they'll try to join Illinois in the winners area. Illinois with a record of 1-0, and Nebraska, as mentioned, dropping its opener moments ago to that same Illinois team. For Indiana, Emma Warren will lead off. Aubrey Duckworth will pitch and bat left. Emery Hages, the right fielder. Shortstop bats third, then Sheely Curley fourth. Addison Roman fifth. Kinley Howell sixth. Natalie Curtis seventh. Lindsay Platt eighth, and Maya Brogan will bat ninth. Riley Schmidt, known as Riles, who favors comedian Kevin Hart in the circle for Iowa. Good to have you with us. Sit back, enjoy Game 2 for today from Whitestown. My name is Jim Barber. Connor Onion will join us later today for Games 3 and 4. And by the way, we'll have some royalty in the broadcast booth as the weekend goes on. Monet Davis from World Series play many years ago will be in the booth. Emma Warren, the left fielder, a ball and a strike. Favorite place to have visited was Jamaica, and she wants to be a vet somewhere down the line. The 1-1 pitch, bunted in front of home plate. 1 out. Nice play by Riley Schmidt, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Aubrey Duckworth.
21.
We saw plenty of good pitching in the first game. We also saw good fielding by the pitchers, and that one just in time to the first baseman for the first out. All right, here's the play they call Duck, Aubrey Duckworth. One of the few left-handed batters in our tournament. Experienced, powerful, 13 years of age. And again, that goes by birth dates in terms of whether 13-year-olds can play. Favorite team, a team a lot of people think will reach the Super Bowl and win it this year, the Buffalo Bills. Riley Schmidt threw 3 innings of scoreless baseball in the district finals. Aubrey Duckworth standing tall right now. Both a left-handed thrower and a left-handed hitter. And off the change, takes ball 2. There is no pitch limit in this game as to the amount of pitches you can throw, unlike Little League Baseball, which you may become accustomed to in another week or so from this same facility. Going the opposite field toward left field. Around first she goes. And in the second one, a stand-up double, Aubrey Duckworth. Tough play for Fee Allen to handle. And although a good effort was made by Ava, she has reached second, and they're going to call that an error as opposed to a hit. And Aubrey is at second base with 1 out. Emery Hages with an opportunity here. She is the shortstop. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Daughter of Coach Jeff Hages. Robert Duckworth, one of the coaches, and Chris Redden, 43 years of age, is the manager for Floyd Dobbs of Indiana. Floyd Dobbs typically not a stranger to these rounds because as good a baseball and softball that's played in that city, oftentimes their teams are advancing. Sheely Curley would be next, batting in a cleanup spot. Strike 3 called. Home plate umpire Benjamin Damaris signals the second out. And that will bring up Sheely Curley.
First baseman, number 18, Sheely Curley.
So here's Sheely Curley. Runner still in scoring position. That one back to the backstop. And on to third base goes Aubrey Duckworth. Scoring opportunity for Indiana, 60 feet away. 2 outs in the inning. Sheely takes that one low, 2-0. Goes by the nickname Moose and favors the great Michael Jordan, part of The Last Dance. Swinging on 2-0 towards center field. Caught. Good play by Kalsick in center field. Inning over. Indiana threatens, but fails to score. We'll introduce the Iowa batting 9 when we come back.
1 runner left on base, 1 Iowa error.
A lot of times as girls and as women, we're taught to be humble. But there's a point when that confidence, you need to turn it up.
You wake up, you open your eyes, it is game day.
I did not want to be late.
Racing to the field and getting those butterflies.
The sounds, the smells.
We thought we were so tough, putting on eye black.
Acting like you're a stud even though you're 10 years old.
That one swing that just feels so good.
You're figuring out who you are, and you're doing it together.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, just like that breakfast burrito.
There isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce.
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Geico.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. They're drafting 12 new subs for their all-new Subway Series menu.
You've never seen subs like this before, Chuck. Meteoric meatiness and Chowtown cheesiness.
Let's go to our panel for more appetizing analysis.
The new Monsters Bacon has consummate, craveable crispiness.
The new boss is a perfect 10.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Gronk, thank you for nothing.
The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
The thing that's different about a Vrbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. Just you and your people.
It's bedtime, America, but you're double booked. With one more deadline to meet, episode to watch, or meme to share. The world may not want you to sleep, but we do.
Come with me.
Unjunk your sleep at Mattress Firm.
Better luck next time.
But I haven't even thrown yet.
You threw good money away when you bought those glasses. Next time, go to America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free exam start at just $79.95.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat this either. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
Here's the batting order for manager Ben Fialen's team. His daughter Ava will lead off. Olivia Waka back second, then Zoe Wilson third. Riley Schmidt will bat fourth. Reese Smithy fifth. Harper Lincoln sixth. Jaslyn Rosman seventh. And then eighth, Maddie Sievers, and ninth, Amelia Kelsick. Hard throwing Aubrey Duckworth on the mound. Stands at 5'8", can be an intimidating factor with that height. Just a few feet away from the plate. Strike one. Natalie Curtis is her catching mate, battery mate, and in fact, ambition for her is to be a major league catcher someday. Ava Fielen down 2 strikes. Suffered a broken left wrist earlier in the season, was out 6 weeks. Towards second base, Maya Brogan, 1 out. To the plate, Olivia Waka.
Second baseman, number 3, Olivia Waka.
If the name sounds familiar, Michael Waka, who stars for the Boston Red Sox, is a cousin. Been battling some injury problems, but is arguably their best pitcher this year. Strike one. Zoe Wilson, the shortstop, bats next. Just joining us. Happy to have you along in a scoreless first inning. First game won today by Illinois over Nebraska in a pitching gem on both sides, 1-0. Lone run scored in the very first inning. Miss Duckworth likes to work quickly. Toward right field. Base hit. You almost have to wait a lot of times because the outfield is so good defensively that Platt had a chance to throw toward first base, but not enough to get Waka. And so Olivia has the first hit of the game. Now Zoe Wilson. On the second base goes Olivia Waka. Zoe Wilson at the plate. Her dad is one of the coaches, Travis Wilson, along with Amy Holmes. Says loves having dad as a coach. Always an interesting dynamic, too, when coach has a daughter or a son, if it's Little League Baseball on the team. And a lot of times what their conversations are like when the games are over and how they are able to put it aside. Yes, Wilson out on strikes, throw down to third to try to get a double play. But Olivia Waka, who had advanced to second on a wild pitch, now steals third with 2 outs. Check that, still 1 out, and Zoe Wilson still at the plate. Pops that up. Wilson remaining alive, but now Olivia Waka 60 feet away from the first run. We saw how valuable the first run was in game one. A walk, couple of steals, sacrifice bunt. Game over. Good job by Zoe hanging in there. This is a horseback rider by trade. Mom Sarah played in the Little League World Series back in the day. Runner third with 1 out. Scoring opportunity for Iowa. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riley Schmidt. Schmitty, the pitcher, would bat next. Double elimination format. Zoe, big fan of Taylor Swift, as are millions. She's got a pretty good at bat going here. Good day for baseball today. Temperature at 80 degrees at first pitch. Far cry from near 100 over the weekend in Whitestown. Tomorrow, lots of rain predicted. 2 games scheduled. First strikeout of the game for Duckworth and a big one. 2 outs.
For Iowa, the pitcher, number 9.
Aubrey Duckworth had to work hard on this batter, because Zoe did a nice job of fouling off a number of pitches. Still a scoring opportunity for Polk Little League and Riley Schmidt. Strike 1. Benjamin DeMars behind home plate. Charlie Gagne, the umpire first. Jim Spade at second. Mike Wright umpiring at third. All our volunteer umps putting their time and talents toward softball here. Mentioned the winner goes to Greenville, North Carolina, along with 11 other teams as they have expanded the format over the years for the Softball World Series, and rightfully so, with all the interest internationally. And as fate would have it, and the schedule, the winner of our Central Region will play the very first game in Greenville, North Carolina, on Tuesday, August 9. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs toward first base. Inning over. Fielded nicely by Curley. Iowa threatens, does not score. Out to the Indiana second. After this.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
I got my phone from Cricket and it's amazing. As a journalist, I use it for basically everything.
Great phones, great deals. Now that's a story. Smile. You're on Cricket.
The thing that's different about a Vrbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your vacation home with someone you wouldn't share your vacation with?
Bad bed makes for bad back. Bravo, junk sleep. During Mattress Firm's Black Friday Now sale, save up to $600 on top brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase. Shop now at Mattress Firm.
Better luck next time.
But I haven't even thrown yet.
You threw good money away when you bought those glasses. Next time, go to America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free exam start at just $79.95.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat this either. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
Run rule, huh? To the second inning we go. And a reminder as we talk baseball here.
Number 2 for Indiana. 23.
Little League Sandlot Fun Days. Our player-led unstructured opportunity for local Little League programs to provide a fun activity for baseball and softball players. Kids make the rules, make the lineups, even make the calls. LittleLeague.org, Sandlot Fun Days. Addison Roman leading off the Indiana second in a scoreless game. Toward third base, Lincoln to first, 1 out. So Harper Lincoln gets an assist.
Number 7, Kinley Howell.
And here comes the center fielder, Kinley Howell, number 7. Kinley would like to coach softball down the line or perhaps become a nurse. Says being short, I look up at everybody. Not just figuratively, but literally as well. Our tournament so far, pitching and hitting. Pitching dominating the hitting. Going to be a tough play to first. Off the overthrow, no chance to go to second and a good backup. But Kinley Howell bats her way on with a base hit. 1 out in the second. Perfectly placed, and by the time Riley Schmidt came up with it, not enough in time. Now Natalie Curtis. Batting in the 7th position, she is the catcher for Indiana. So far, pitching at a premium, over 7 innings of play in our 2 games, and just a handful of hits and 1 run scored. Swinging a high fastball, a ball on the strike. Mentioned earlier, her ambition is to carry catching on to the highest level, become a Major League Baseball catcher. The 1-1 with 1 out. Toward right field. One-hand catch by Severs. 2 outs now in the Indiana second. So Maddie Severs, Mad Dog, tracks it down.
Indiana right fielder, number 6, Lindsey Platt.
And now the right fielder batting in the 8th spot, Lindsey Platt. Miss Platt, 13 years of age, plays the violin. Says she'd like to be an art teacher down the line. Indiana decked out in green today. Home white belongs to the home team in Iowa. Just in case you're curious, the winner of this game gets a day off. Won't come back until Wednesday to play at 4 Eastern. In the winner's bracket, the loser will face Nebraska, which lost the first game today, tomorrow at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. Floyd's now just a couple hours or so away from Whitestown. Making the trip here. Off the 2-1, pitch up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Indiana got a runner to second base and then on the third after an error and failed to score in the first. We'll have another scoring opportunity here with runners at first and second and 2 outs.
With 2 on and 2 out, the second baseman, 32, Maya Brogan.
So Maya Brogan batting in a nice spot. Chance to turn the lineup over if she can get to Riley Schmidt. With 2 on and 2 out. Iowa lost a district game in tournament play 17-0. Manager Ben Fiala thought his team was a bit tight going into the game. Recovered from that. And then won a couple of tight games against Johnston Little League, which has been quite a competitor for Polk City, Polk Little League over the years. Polk hailing from Elkhart, Iowa. The 1-1. Polk won the state championship, beating Monroe County 7-2 and 15-7. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The leadoff hitter, Emma Warren, standing by for Indiana. Kenley Howell, the runner at second. Lindsey Platt at first base. Once again, an early and important pitch. Jim Barber with you for Game 2. Connor Onion will have Game 3 and then Game 4. Game 3 later today, Michigan and Missouri state champions, followed by Kentucky and Ohio. Strike 3 call. Big punch out for Riley Schmidt. Indiana threatens again, but fails to score. On to the bottom of the second.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, just like that breakfast burrito.
There isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce.
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Insurance.
Geico.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
I got my phone from Cricket and it's amazing. As a journalist, I use it for basically everything.
Great phones, great deals. Now that's a story. Smile. You're on Cricket.
You're gonna reconsider this whole morning thing with Taco Bell's warm breakfast quesadilla, crisp hash brown, Cinnabon delights, and a coffee. Wake up to the new $5 Bell breakfast box. Only at Taco Bell.
She knows what she can do. And today, she's gonna show them. There's so much in life to celebrate together. Ballpark Buns and Rolls, proud sponsor of the Little League World Series.
Hey class, this is Lily.
When you see things differently, you can be the difference.
Welcome.
Capella University looks at education differently. Our FlexPath learning format helps you control the pace and cost of your master's degree. Make your difference with Capella University.
Leading off the home half of the second inning, For Iowa.
Each team with a hit. Polk City, Iowa with a two-base error that did not result in an Indiana run. That's a recap. We go to the bottom of the second, and Reese Smithy, the first baseman, leads off for Polk Little League. Wants to be a Major League Baseball athletic trainer somewhere down the line. This Smithy bats right-handed, throws right-handed, as do most of the players, although we have a couple of left-handed throwers on the Iowa side. First game won today by Illinois over Nebraska, 1-0. This one could be a pitcher's duel as well. Hit toward left field and hit well. Smithy around first, and Reese will stand up in a second. She's going to try for third. Here's the throw. She is out. Trying to stretch it. Didn't work. Indiana working the relay. One out in the second. Well, here's how it started. But then Warren tracks it down.
22.
And the throw on the third. And the out is recorded. And big. So one out now in the Iowa second. Harper Lincoln down 2 strikes. Miss Lincoln batting 6, considered to be the quietest on the team, and she is one of the youngest, so maybe that has something to do with it. 11 years of age. Down a ball and 2 strikes. Rosalind Rasmussen would bat next. Not a problem for Maya Brogan. Handled a couple of plays so far, 2 outs in the inning. Now Rosalind Rasmussen, number 8.
Number 8, the catcher, Jaslyn Rasmussen.
So Jaslyn Rasmussen comes to the plate. Jaslyn goes by Jazz or Jazzy. Jazz, pretty good soccer player, by the way. She will be followed by Maddie Sievers if we get that far. 2 outs in the inning. Aubrey Duckworth to Jaslyn Rasmussen. Count now 3-1, taking all the way. By the way, moments ago, that was a 2-base hit for Reese Smithy. And then it went left field to short to third. Warren to Hages to Roman with the putout. Back-to-back strikes, 3-2. Aubrey Duckworth, the pitcher for Indiana, battling back. Her second strikeout of the game. Iowa started with a double Well, a runner trying to stretch to the third was thrown out, and the threat was thwarted.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, just like that breakfast burrito.
There isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce.
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Geico.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. They're drafting 12 new subs for their all-new Subway Series menu. This is exciting, Tony.
Oh, you've never seen stats like this before, Chuck. The new Monster has juicy steak and crispy bacon.
Dang, but what about the new Boss? Meatballs covered in marinara, coupled with fresh mozzarella. It looks so good. It makes me hangry.
Did you say hangry?
And pepperoni, too.
Pepperoni? Now I'm hangry.
The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
She knows what she can do. And today, she's gonna show them. There's so much in life to celebrate together. Ballpark Buns and Rolls, proud sponsor of the Little League World Series.
Doctor will be in to see you shortly. Hi.
When you see things differently, you can be the difference. Capella University looks at education differently. Our FlexPath learning format lets you set deadlines and earn your nursing degree on your schedule. Make your difference with Capella University.
There's truly so many things that make Little League special. All the emotions, all the fun in Greenville, North Carolina at the Little League Softball World Series.
You may recall the champions from 2018 in the Central region from Wheelsburg Little League went all the way to Greenville and won it all. Now we have a champion from the Central region this year. We know one thing, pitching has been terrific in the first two games.
Number 11, Lucy Isaacs.
Jim Barber back with you as we start the third. Our first game, 1-0 Illinois. This game, 0-0 as we start the third. Emma Warren, who grounded out pitcher the first. Rather, Lucy Isaacs, will start off the Indiana third. As she is pitch hitting for Emma Warren. Lucy's a pretty good pitcher in her own right, and she has 4 different pitches. We'll likely see her in this tournament. And right now, well ahead on the count. 3 balls and no strikes. Aubrey Duckworth in the second spot, bats next. And swinging out 3-0. As you know, the Women's College World Series won by Oklahoma is played in Nebraska. Or rather in Oklahoma City, and Miss Isaacs has been there. 3-1 pitch, takes ball 4. I'll check that. Indeed, it is ball 4. So Lucy draws a walk. She wasn't sure.
The pitcher, Aubrey Duckworth.
And that'll give Aubrey Duckworth, who reached on a 2-base error in the first, a chance to hit. 8 innings of baseball so far in our 2 games, just 1 run scored. Each team, a couple of hits in this game. Actually, Indiana has 1 hit, drawn a couple of walks, and reached on an error. And right now, ahead on the count again, 2 balls, no strikes. Now 3 balls, no strikes. And a struggle, at least momentarily, for Iowa and its pitcher, Riley Schmidt, who has missed in this inning on 7 of 8 pitches. Aubrey Duckworth thought she had ball 4. 3 balls and a strike. Don't see many left-handed hitters in this tournament. She is one of them. And so without swinging the bat, Indiana has 2 aboard and nobody out in the top of the 3rd.
At shortstop, number 5, Emery Hagedes.
Now the shortstop, Emery Hagedes. Lucy Isaacs running at second. Aubrey Duckworth, the runner at first. Good scoring opportunity right now for Indiana, and Iowa's going to try to calm things down a bit. Ben Fielen, the manager, Travis Wilson, and Amy Holmes, the coaches. This has been a struggle for Riley Schmidt here in the 3rd. They're going to see if they can straighten that out in a moment. As she has thrown 11 pitches, and just 2 of them have been in the strike zone. Miss Hagedes flied out to the left fielder in the 1st. 2 on, nobody out in a scoreless 3rd. There's a strike, 1-1. Emery, by her coach, is considered to be one of the shyer players on this team. That'll be the infield fly rule there. 1 out. Big out for Riley Schmidt. Good conversation by the coaching staff with the pitcher. Maybe to settle her in a little bit. 1 out.
18, first baseman, Shaylee Curley.
Here's the first baseman, Shaylee Curley, who flied out to center field. And Kelsick in the 1st. Still a scoring opportunity for Indiana, which has had runners on in every inning. And to this point, it's left 3 on base. In our first game today, not many runners on either side. The fan of Luke Bryan, who just bought a home in South Carolina for almost $14 million. I know this because I was traveling in Hilton Head and got a chance to see it from a distance. Ball and a strike with 1 out in the top of the 3rd, and already approaching 50 pitches is Iowa's Riley Schmidt. Off the change, ball and 2 strikes. Iowa's been off for 2 weeks, as opposed to the Illinois team that played earlier today that just had a few days off since its state tournament. And so, manager Ben Fielen was telling our Connor Onion that they had some full practices, but it worked out in shorts and T-shirts. Had to work on some missed bunts in the state tournament and also on better relay throws. Strike 3 call. Huge strikeout for Riley Schmidt. 2 outs in the Indiana 3rd. That's big. So 1 point. Indiana 2 on, nobody out. Now 2 outs. 3rd strikeout of the game. You saw by the graphic for Riley Schmidt.
23, Addison Roman.
That will leave up to Addison Roman to try to get it done. More than a day before Halloween. Favorite movie is Benchwarmers. Spells the first name Adyson. To the shortstop, into left field. Runner will hold, bases are loaded. Zoe Wilson tried to handle, could not. And so now the bases are loaded. That will go as an error on the shortstop. Hard hit, catchable. Fortunately, good recovery by the Allen and left to make sure that the runner didn't advance home in Lucy Isaacs. So no damage done yet to Iowa. The bases are loaded.
Indiana, 99, Addison Markham.
Addison Markham will pinch hit here. And she's in a terrific spot. Batting left-handed. Going the opposite way. Foul. By a few feet. Had that dropped into fair territory, that would have scored at least a couple. Ball just curving to the left. So it's a strike with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Back to the backstop. I'm going to try to score. She is. Hey! Lucy Isaacs slid underneath the tag, and Indiana strikes first. Off the wild pitch. In the meantime, runners advance. Well, we saw the importance of a run in the first game. Good stop there by Jazz Rasmussen. Make sure it remains 1-0. Take a look at the play. The throw was in time, but the slide was underneath catcher Rasmussen. Towards short. Long throw to first. Save! And that produces the second run of the inning. Zoe Wilson got the ball over the first. But Indiana, taking advantage of some difficulties on Iowa fielding, now has a 2-0 lead. To the pitcher. And inning over. But Indiana with a hit, a walk, another walk, and an error. Leads 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
You okay, Jeff? Easter Sunday is like the Filipino Super Bowl. You know how my mom is.
I do. You know, me and your daddy, we used to be real intimate. I could have been your mama, but clearly I'm not.
Family is a mess.
We're counting on you to fix it.
Bye!
Moments like these are few and far between. Let's enjoy it.
How dare you? How dare you? Oh, so it's dinner and a show.
Easter Sunday.
Hey, Tita Susan. Remember me?
She's not good for my Joseph.
I heard that.
In theaters now. Rated PG-13.
Research shows that people remember ads with young people having a good time. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a pool party.
Look what I brought!
Liberty Mutual! They customize your home insurance!
So you only pay for what you need! Young people having a good time with insurance! Young people, good times, insurance!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving in one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. And you get it all with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Our totals, the Indiana State champions, 2 runs on 3 hits. The Iowa champs, no runs, 1 hit, and a couple of errors. Indiana scoring its 2 runs with 2 outs in the top of the third. Well, coaches and managers always try to make sure that it's not a give-back inning, as Indiana will try to hold this lead at 2-0. Aubrey Duckworth's first pitch to start off Maddie Sievers is a strike.
Number 4, Maddie Sievers.
Amelia Kelsick. Center fielder would bat next, then back to the top of the order. So Iowa playing in its first game in over 2 weeks. Ball and 2 strikes. Heading the opposite way, hit well, but fouled. Winner of this game gets to enjoy the sights for a day. Won't come back to play again until Wednesday. Loser will fight for its life tomorrow against Nebraska in a 2 o'clock game Eastern time. That is weather permitting. Rain is set to start early in the morning tomorrow and continue throughout the day and night. Today, though, temperature is ideal. Lots of clouds, no rain in the forecast. The temperature has dropped some 15 degrees over the last couple of days. Beautiful day. Maddie Sievers out on strikes. Second of the game for Aubrey Duckworth. 1 out in the Iowa third.
Fielder, 21, Amelia Kelsick.
So for Aubrey, back-to-back strikeouts. As she is polishing off the bottom of the Iowa lineup. Here's Amelia Kelsick. And she takes a strike. So everything today should be on schedule. Games at 10, 1, 4, and 7 Eastern time. Bunt toward first base. And the tag out by Shaylee Curley, 2 outs. So Afton Holmes will pitch it.
Number 30, Afton Holmes.
Mandatory play requires everybody to get an opportunity to be part of the action. Kind of what you saw in the Major League Baseball All-Star game the other night. Iowa got a runner as far as third in the first and as far as second in the second. As Reese Smithies trying to stretch a double into a triple was thrown out. Ball, 2 strikes. Afton Holmes takes a ball, 2-2. For Aubrey Duckworth, 2 strikeouts in the inning, now 4 for the game. Iowa up and down in order to the bottom of the Indiana order in the 4th.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. They're dropping 12 new subs for their all-new Subway Series menu.
You've never seen subs like this before, Chuck. Meteoric meatiness and Chowtown cheesiness.
Let's go to our panel for more appetizing analysis.
The new Monsters Bacon has consummate, craveable crispiness.
The new boss is a perfect 10.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Gronk, thank you for nothing. The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
Are we ready to launch?
Ready if you are, sir.
People.
You know his suit.
Come in, Star Command.
You know his name.
Buzz Lightyear!
Discover his story.
We need to get out of here. Very considerate of you.
The studio that brought you Toy Story.
A new adventure.
Takes you to infinity and beyond.
Here we go.
What is happening?
She's afraid of space.
What? She should be. It's horrible.
Lightyear. Watch it on digital anytime, anywhere.
The thing that's different about a Vrbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No stranger at the dinner table making things awkward, or in another room taking up space. It's just you and your people. Because why would you ever share your vacation home with someone you wouldn't share your vacation with?
Both of Indiana's runs in the third inning were unearned. First, the wild pitch to score run one, and then the infield single to short to score the second run. And that's where we stand right now, 2-0. Ava Fielen, the manager's daughter, on the mound. All of 5 feet, age 11, now in relief of Riley Schmidt here in the fourth. Madison Issing, Skittles will pinch hit to start off the inning. Well, you love some of the nicknames here, certainly. Moose, Skittles. Big fan of the Yankees' Anthony Rizzo. He started his career with the Cubs and now is starring in New York. Two balls, one strike. Riley Schmidt moving from the pitcher's mound or the circle to first base. And the first baseman, Smithy, heads to right field. All told, in the first game and a half, just 3 runs scored. And typically in tournament games of this significance, the team that scores first wins. We'll see if it holds up here as we start the fourth inning in a 6-inning game. Madison Issing waits a 2-2 pitch. Off the 3-2 pitch, took something off of it. Ava Fielen gets the strikeout, 1 out. So for the third time today, in 4 innings, Indiana unable to get the leadoff hitter aboard.
Indiana, 88, Elena Payne.
Elena Payne now will pitch hit. In the infield, no problem for Zoe Wilson, 2 outs. So Indiana
the left fielder, 17, Emma Warren.
Now we'll go back to the top of the order, and Emma Warren, who walked in the third and scored. Scored on the infield single by Addison Roman. Grumpy Cat, her favorite meme. Is it playable? No. 2-3-0 the totals for Indiana, 0-2 and 2 for Iowa. It's a very young Iowa team, by the way. But as is typical with both programs, good feeder areas. Usually the younger girls have won state championships before they have reached this level. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the fourth. Off the change, chance to reach first base, and will. So Emma Warren on base for the second time today. Neither time by way of a hit. So off the drop third strike, an opportunity to prolong the inning.
Duckworth.
And Indiana has not been retired in any of its 4 innings so far in order. Back to the pitcher, Aubrey Duckworth, who reached on an error in the first. And walked and scored in the third. Ball and a strike. Ava Freeland to the plate. That to the shortstop, Zoe Wilson, who handles 2 plays in the inning. Indiana gets 1 aboard, but not able to plate anybody. Still 2-0. Last of the 4th coming up.
The moment I saw her, I knew she was the one. There was just something about her. All I want is for her to know how much I love her. With this symbol of our love, I'm giving her my heart forever.
Major choice?
Get 5G coverage that goes yard. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
We're all about showing up and showing out.
Going for the dunk.
I'm putting the whole W on point. I'm a shooter this year. About no ceilings for the rooks.
Howard knocks down the 3.
She is not afraid. Legends still showing us how it's done and leaving it all on the court.
We see you rating MVP.
The WNBA, we're all about it. Connecticut, Chicago, Las Vegas, Seattle, Sunday on ABC.
There is nothing like this atmosphere on Sunday Night Baseball.
Raise those hands. Let everybody know you went deep.
Padres, Dodgers, a crucial NL West clash unfolds on Sunday Night Baseball.
These are ancient sayings. He who hoots with the owls at night cannot soar with the eagles in the morning.
FX's Reservation Dogs, now streaming only on Hulu.
If you'd like to see some girls with game, tune into the excitement with the hashtag Summer Softball. Visit LaLeagueSoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. My name is Jim Barber. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Leading off the home half of the 4th inning.
Indiana leading 2-0.
Second baseman, number 3, Olivia Waka.
Olivia Waka will start the inning off. So work to be done for Iowa, trailing in this game 2-0. And facing Aubrey Duckworth, who to this point has struck out 4. By the way, earlier in the inning, I mentioned a strikeout and a drop third strike, and it's actually scored as a passed ball at this level. Toward shortstop. Aegis went out. Indiana so far very solid defensively. And a big relay from left field to short to third. Back in the second, stopped a real threat. Now Zoe Wilson, who struck out in the first. 2 more games today before we wrap things up and hope for the best weather-wise tomorrow. Standing by, Michigan and Missouri at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, to be followed by Kentucky and Ohio. Lots of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 runs, 2 hits for Indiana. 2 hits and 2 errors for Iowa. And the 2 runs scored in this game came in the 3rd. Tough play for Hages to handle. And Zoe Wilson is aboard with 1 out. So for the 3rd of 4 innings, Iowa gets a person aboard. And that's the 3rd hit of the game for Iowa. Now Riley Schmidt, who started in the circle for Iowa, and then was relieved to start the top of the 4th. Representing the tying run. Riley's sister Emma, part of the 2019 Little League World Series. It is interesting to see how many girls have an older sister that has participated in this part of the regional, and some who have made it to the Little League World Series in Greenville, North Carolina. Not in the case of Indiana and Iowa, certainly, but in Wheelsburg, Ohio situation many years ago, going on to win the national title. Got 2 balls and a strike. Very nice day for everybody out catching some sun and just enjoying good softball. Off the 2-1 the other way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good to catch some softball today because we're not quite sure what the weather will do tomorrow with 2 games scheduled. Start at 11 Eastern. And this one, had it been played over the weekend, would have been in sweltering heat. Not the case today, though. Clouds cooling things down a bit. On the 2-2, Riley stays alive. Nice looking skies today as Rue O'Reilly steps in. Celebrated her 12th birthday about a month ago on June 19. Her favorite team, the Cubs. Right now she's got a count of 3-2 as the Iowa fans trying to rev things up with 1 out here in the 4th. Line drive, double play. That was a bullet. They've converted into an Indiana double play out the catch by Curley and the tag of the base. We mentioned how good Indiana is defensively, and it's demonstrated right there. Hit well. Inning over, though, for Iowa.
Ready?
Ready. To infinity
and beyond.
Watch out!
Boom. What is happening right now?
She's afraid of space. What?
She should be. It's horrible.
Lightyear, added to your Pixar collection on digital.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. They're drafting 12 new subs for their all-new Subway Series menu.
You've never seen subs like this before, Chuck. Meteoric meatiness and Chowtown cheesiness.
Let's go to our panel for more appetizing analysis.
The new Monsters bacon has consummate, craveable crispiness.
The new boss is a perfect 10.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Gronk, thank you for nothing.
The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
And now, a short meditation for this crypto winter. I am calm like a mountain lake. I use Coinbase, the largest publicly traded crypto exchange. The exchange that's based in the US and has a world-class security team. and protects my funds 24/7 and has over 10 years of experience weathering crypto cycles like this one. Coinbase, the most trusted crypto exchange.
MLS is on ABC.
Sunday Night Baseball, Sundays at 7 on ESPN.
Runs hard to come by in this game, like game one. State champions from Indiana leading the champs from Iowa 2-0. As we start the top of the fifth in this 6-inning game, unless we have to play
Leading off
extras.
the top of inning number 5 for Indiana, the shortstop, number 5, Emory Hagedis.
Emory Hagedis will lead off the top of the fifth. Miss Hagedis fly to left and lined out to the third baseman in her 2 trips to the plate. Like to be a nurse practitioner. And Miss Hagedis takes the ball. 3, 4, and 5 hitters will bat here in the Indiana fifth. Ava Fee Elland in her second inning of work. In relief of Riley Schmidt, who pitched the first 3. Towards center field. Handled by Kelsick, 1 out.
A first baseman,
Oh, those sunglasses,
Shaylee Curley.
Shaylee Curley to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Flew out to Miss Kelsick. And also was tired on strikes. We'll see a lot of opposite field hitting in this tournament. Sometimes that's attributed to how hard the opposition is throwing. Other times it's just good base hitting and how instructors have taught them to try to spray the ball to all fields. Addison Roman scheduled to bat next. To left field and a rocket. Handled by Sievers, 2 outs. 2 well-hit balls in the inning. Nothing to show for it for Indiana.
The third baseman, 23, Addison Roman.
Maddie Sievers right on top of it. That one was stung. So 2 outs now in the Indiana fifth. Zoe Wilson handles. Inning over. Bottom of the fifth. Iowa still with some chances, but time is running short.
How dare you? How dare you?
No wonder no one wants to come home for Easter to their Filipino parents.
Make sure you're not late for dinner.
I am a black belt. Oh my God.
Filipino families fight a lot, but we love a lot too. We're sending gifts to the Philippines. I'm sending this blue hair dryer. If it makes your hair look like that, I wouldn't send it.
We should put them both in the box and ship it.
Easter Sunday in theaters now. Rated PG-13.
What's up, Care Bear?
What's up, fellas?
Where's the gang at?
I ain't got a gang, bro.
You guys snagging yet?
I'm 15.
What about you?
No, can't be tamed.
I shall give you some ancient Native American wisdom here. He who hoots with the owls at night cannot soar with the eagles in the morning. Deposit more money now for more wisdom.
FX's Reservation Dogs, now streaming only on Hulu.
We've been sharing the love for 50 years, and with Popeyes 2 Can Dine, you can too. Get 5 pieces of our crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits for just $11.99. Dinner for 2 just became easy. Pick it up today at Popeyes.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Back to Benzema. 1-0 to Real Madrid. Siempre somos los dueños del juego. Billones, billones, empezamos de cero. We're making it hot, we're making it hot. Dinero, dinero, y no vamos a parar.
Olivia Plukar will start it off for Iowa as a pinch hitter. In the Iowa fifth, trailing 2-0.
16, Olivia Plukar.
Number of hitters scheduled. Hopefully Iowa wants a bunch of this inning. They got the 5, 6, and 7 batters to face Aubrey Duckworth. Aubrey's been the beneficiary of some fine defense, in which a double play ended the 4th inning, and in the 2nd, a relay from left field to shortstop to 3rd off a 2-base hit resulted in an out. In the meantime, she has struck out 4 and has walked nobody. 2 balls and a strike. Harper Lincoln and Jazz Rasmussen are scheduled to bat next. 2-0 Indiana. Winner of our game would face the Michigan-Missouri winner, which goes at 4 o'clock today. And for the winner of this game, that would not be until Wednesday at 4 o'clock. 3 balls and a strike here to start the Iowa 5th. Base runners needed. 3-2. Indiana decked out in the green shirts, and in many cases the green leggings. Facing Iowa. White shirts, black pants, 1 out, 5th inning.
Pitch hitting for Iowa, number 5, Ellie Albertson.
So for Iowa, to the bench once again. And Ellie Albertson, number 5, considers herself a sunflower feed expert. Popped up in the air. She'll get new life. That one, tough play to handle. Miss Albertson says, I want to be an actress someday down the line. Jay Nazowski, another pinch hitter in the Iowa lineup, will bat next. Yes, it's been 3 pinch hitters in this inning scheduled to hit. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs now in the Iowa 5th.
Pitch hitting for Iowa, number 7, Janie Zosky.
Here's Janie Zosky. Two strikeouts in the inning now for Aubrey Duckworth. And 6 for the game. Aubrey's favorite player, by the way, in MLB is Aaron Judge. Favorite team, the Cincinnati Reds. Says she wore the same sliding shorts and won every game in the state with them. 1-2-3 inning and all out on strikes for Aubrey Duckworth. 5 innings complete. 2-0 Indiana.
Are we ready to launch?
Ready if you are, sir.
People.
You know his suit.
Come in, Star Command.
You know his name.
Buzz Lightyear!
Discover his story.
We need to get out of here. Very considerate of you.
The studio that brought you Toy Story
A new adventure.
takes you to infinity and beyond.
Here we go.
What is happening?
She's afraid of space.
What? She should be. It's horrible.
Lightyear. Watch it on digital anytime, anywhere.
The thing that's different about a Vrbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. Just you and your people.
We've been sharing the love for 50 years, and with Popeyes Two Can Dine, you can too. Get 5 pieces of our crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits for just $11.99. Dinner for 2 just became easy. Pick it up today at Popeyes.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Together, committed to helping preserve what makes the outdoors worth exploring.
It's always good to look good for television, huh?
Number 6 for Indiana, center fielder, number 7, Kinley Howell.
Kinley Howell starts the 6th inning for Indiana, hanging on to a 2-0 lead. Fee Allen with the play, 1 out. Regularly scheduled 6-inning game on less.
22, the catcher, Natalie Curtis.
I was able to rally in its half of the 6th. Natalie Curtis, the catcher, 0 for 2 today, has flown to right and struck out. Indiana with just 2 hits in the game. Took full advantage, though, of some infield play and an infield hit back in the 3rd. In the first game today, Illinois scored in the very first inning, and that held up for a 1-0 win. Right now, it's 2-0 in favor of Floyd Knobs from Indiana. Apprehensive, but excited. Indiana bench. Inside corner, strike 2 called. Indiana able to avenge a loss to Zionsville this year in the state after losing to Zionsville last year. And the local team came on to play here in Whitestown in 2021. Strike 3 called. Ava Fee Allen gets the strikeout. 2 outs now in the Indiana 6th.
Number 6, right fielder, Lindsey Platt.
A nice job in relief so far today. Tough pitch to hit. Now Lindsey Platt. Who reached on the walk back in the 2nd. I will have the meat of its lineup coming up in the bottom of the 6th. The 2, 3, and 4 scheduled hitters. Interestingly, Iowa's out-hit Indiana 3-2. The trails 2-0. Off speed, misses off the plate, 2-1. Whitestown Little League. This ballpark's been in operation just a little bit more than a year. And entertained both the softball and baseball regional championships in 2021. Construction actually began during the pandemic back in 2020. And there was no baseball being played. Hit towards short. Inning over. Indiana retired 1, 2, 3 in order. And for Ava Fee Allen, she has retired 7 straight.
For Indiana in the top of the 6th, no runs, no hits, nobody left.
Take another look at this play and see if it's going to be challenged. It was close.
Are we ready to launch?
Ready if you are, sir. People.
You know his suit.
Come in, Star Command.
You know his name.
Buzz Lightyear!
Discover his story.
We need to get out of here. Very considerate of you.
The studio that brought you Toy Story
A new adventure.
takes you to infinity and beyond.
Here we go.
What is happening?
She's afraid of space.
What? She should be. It's horrible.
Lightyear. Watch it on digital anytime, anywhere.
Grilled cheese double burger with 3 slices of cheese.
So, could you ever overcheese something?
Can you overachieve?
No, not overachieve. Overachieve.
Like what you did.
Come on.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger.
Get the overachievement medal.
Overachieved.
Young warrior, carry on, my wayward son. There will be peace when you are done. Aho.
FX's Reservation Dogs, now streaming only on Hulu.
The thing that's different about a Verbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. Just you and your people.
The moment I saw her, I knew she was the one. There was just something about her. All I want is for her to know how much I love her. With this symbol of our love, I'm giving her my heart, forever.
Left-handed thrower Aubrey Duckworth, 23 for Indiana, has been strong on the mound today. She has struck out 7, including 3 in a row back in the 5th. Has an inning to go to move Indiana into the winner's bracket against either Michigan or Missouri Wednesday afternoon. Maddie Seaver starting the inning for Iowa. Amelia Kelsick to bat next and back to the top of the order. I mentioned we were getting to the meat of the order. That's not accurate, as they would have to get a couple aboard to get to 2, 3, and 4. Towards second base. 1 out.
Center fielder, 21, Amelia Kelsick.
There's Amelia Kelsick. Indiana has played an errorless game to this point. It's been able to complete 1 double play and 1 relay off a 2-base hit that resulted in an out. Aubrey Duckworth has retired 6 straight. If this lead holds, Iowa will come back tomorrow afternoon to play Nebraska in an elimination game, 2 Eastern, 1 Central, and Indiana will move on to Thursday's winner, or rather Wednesday's winner bracket game, scheduled for 4 o'clock against Michigan or Missouri. Ball and 2 strikes. Iowa needs to get a base runner to have a chance. And pitch number 76 coming up for Aubrey Duckworth, who plays 4 different sports. Off the change, just misses. They are volleyball, track, softball included among the 4. Caught the last out, by the way, of the state tournament for Floyd Knobs. But it's missed twice and now has a full count. It's a big pitch coming out for Amelia Kelsick, trying to get that tying run to the plate. Ball 4. Nice job of Amelia working a walk. And that is the first walk, by the way, given up by Aubrey Duckworth. Didn't miss by much. Now back to the top of the order. And Ava Fieland. Strike call. In this game, to this point, Iowa has not had more than 1 person on base at any time. Outfield relatively deep in left and center, short in right field. No balls, 2 strikes. Two outs in the inning. Ava Fielen out on strikes. Last chance for Polk.
Number 3, Olivia Waka.
It's up to Olivia Waka. Says the rosary prior to her game and puts a penny in the shoe for good luck. Strike 1. Look at the tall Duckworth, who has been terrific today. Headed to right field, gonna drop, base hit. Gets past the right fielder. Runner on second, headed to third. And now the tying runs are aboard. Well placed hit by Olivia Waka. Iowa still very much alive. This one headed to right field.
Number 2, the shortstop, Zoe Wilson.
And off the bounce. Kelsick goes to third. Waka to second. Zoe Wilson can tie it up with a hit. Next ball 1. Got some drama here. Iowa hanging tough. Down to its last hitter once again. Strike 1. Minus a home run. That was almost the best scenario for Iowa. To get a 2-base hit and now put the runners in scoring position with a chance to tie. And Zoe Wilson, who's 1 for 2, come through. 2-1. Give Amelia Kelsick a lot of credit. She worked a 1-2 count into a walk, which has started his potential rally. Three balls, 1 strike. All the tension here, particularly for Floyd's Knob, which was on the verge of winning it. Not yet. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will this pitch be the final one of the game, or will Iowa prolong the inning? Second and third, 2 outs, last of the 6th. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Toward the pitcher, throw to first. Game over. Play at first was ruled out. Yeah, the game is over, even though a tag was made at home place. And I'm not sure everybody realized it. This may be challenged, by the way. Aubrey Duckworth came up with it. Threw on the first, ball bounced. Runner in the meantime came around the bases to try to score. And now the question is going to be, was this an out at first? Ooh. Not so sure. Our home plate umpire, Benjamin Damaris, now goes underneath the headset to find out. So if this is overruled, then the next question is, were we out or safe at home, as all the concentration seemed to be toward first base? Play on the field is ruled and out, which means the game is over, but it is being challenged. Indiana is closest to the replay section, by the way, in which Benjamin Damaris is taking another look. The challenge, by the way, is at first base. And it's the challenge by Iowa. How about this? To possibly conclude a game or extend it. Typically in football, college football particularly, you need overwhelming evidence to overrule a call on the field. One run had scored. In the meantime, another runner was attempting to score as well. Scoreboard has shown nothing at this point in terms of Iowa plating a run. Amelia Kelsick had scored on the play. Olivia Waka, the tying run, was coming around trying to score as well. There's that throw to the plate. Ball is dropped. She did not reach home plate at this point, and so the call appears to be neither safe or out. Safe at first. Obstruction at home. And that should tie the game, should it not? Wow. So one run in. This is Kelsick scoring on the play. No problem there. Off the safe call now, Olivia Waka headed to home plate, but obstruction called on catcher Curtis, and so the game is tied. You got all that? Now Indiana is probably going to challenge that if it can, and it will. Well, what an ending. Or maybe not. So the first run is official now because of the safe call at first base. That was Kelsick scoring. The second runner, and the most important, Olivia Waka, smartly ran all the way from second to home. Did not reach home base, but the ruling right now is an obstruction call against catcher Curtis, which then would plate the second run. Now, obstruction cannot be challenged, and so we've got a tie game. Well, 2-run score on a comebacker to the pitcher. So Benjamin DeMaris rules obstruction, which cannot be challenged, and this game is tied. What a comeback for Iowa. And now the winning run for Iowa is at first base. Riley Schmidt to the plate. So Zoe Wilson, who gets credit for an infield hit, represents the run that would win it. All this on a comebacker to Duckworth. Headed to the gap. It's going to win the game. Iowa wins it 3-2. What a comeback for Polk Little League. And what a hit by Riley Schmidt. Down to its last batter twice. Iowa wins the game 3-2. Now, what a heartbreaker for Indiana, which was so close to winning this game. But television replay rules in favor of Iowa. And Riley Schmidt hits one to the gap. And Iowa wins it 3-2. Man. Well placed by Riley. Her first hit of the game after being doubled up in the fourth. That brought home Zoe Wilson, and the 2, 3, and 4 hitters all came through in the Iowa 6 to win it 3-2. Man. So all smiles right now for Polk Little League, which will move on to the 4 o'clock game Wednesday versus either Michigan or Missouri, the winner of that game, which is coming up. And Nebraska now faces Indiana tomorrow, an elimination game at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 Central. Connor Onion standing by for game 3 and 4 coming up in about an hour and a half. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later from Whitestown, Indiana.